reply to star question 110A, sir. At present, there is no work on the railway line in the state. B, sir. No, sir. C, no, sir. D, no, sir. E, yes, sir. Compensation has been paid to the landowners only for the land acquisition under the Tatilia Bernihat sector. F, sir. The names of the landowners and amount paid to each person is as per statement placed on the table of the House.
Yes, Honorable.
Honorable Speaker, sir, we know that railway line is very important. It is like a lifeline for the economy of our country. At the same time, we cannot deny the fact that even in our state also, after proper mechanism to take care for regular influx of immigrant can be in place, it is important that we should have. Keeping in mind the sensitivity of this issue, keeping in mind the issue that we have to take on board the indigenous people of our state, I would like to know from the Honorable Minister, or maybe the Honorable Chief Minister, that what is the mind of the government, whether to go ahead with the railway line within the state or to stop it totally?
Yes, sir, I do agree. It's a very important subject in general in regards of the economy of the state and overall, sir. As for now, sir, we have a lot of pressure from the government of India, central government, to move it forward. But as we all know, there are many opposition from the NGOs, from the locals. In fact, there's also a case pending on this. So, yes, sir, because of the pressure and because of the need of it for the economy of the state, we are planning to move ahead with it, sir, forward. But at the same time, we have to consider all the matters of the opposition. We have to discuss on it. We have to listen to them, and we have to make sure that even if we move forward, we have to consider and take them on board, everybody who's involved in this. After that, sir, we'll move forward with it. Without that, we will make sure that whatever we can, we will try and take them on board.
Thank you for that very elaborate and very clear reply that the state government will go ahead with the railway line within the state. Now, sir, keeping in mind, as I have said in my opening remark, the sensitivity of this issue, it is important for the economy of the state, for be it a goods train or a passenger carrying train. Sir, with regard to this, I would like to know from the Honorable Minister whether the state government has asked or proposed for the construction of a railway line in Khasi and Jaintia Hills region. If yes, kindly mention in which area or location the railway line is proposed to be constructed, and to specify whether it is for a goods carrying train or for passenger train.
No, sir, there is no proposal, sir. As per my records, the only matter that we have is Bernihat to Shillong, sir.
Bernihat to Shillong, that is Khasi Hill region only. Yeah. Which means the proposal is already there. I want to get a clear
Yes, Bernihat to Shillong. Only Bernihat to Shillong, but then no work has been done, nothing, because of the opposition of the Taitila Bernihat thing. So nothing has been done, no estimate, nothing has been done, sir, in regards to that. It's just there.
Sir, I would like to know from the Honorable Minister with regards to the survey, because in the course of response in B, sir, there is no, sir, but as per the report that we have generated at the ground, there are survey that has happened within Ribhoi district till Lailat, beyond that also. But here the response is no, so I would like to get a clarification on that.
So surveys has been done, but only one route, that is Taitila to Bernihat, and a little bit further of I think to Lailat. Sir. After that, there's no more survey that has been done. That's all.
Then, sir?
Honorable Speaker, sir, I would like to, Honorable Minister, regarding
It is my
I'll give you one more. Please go ahead. All this time.
Honorable Speaker, sir, I would like to ask the Honorable Minister regarding the survey. The Honorable Union Minister, Railway Ministry, has sent personally the General Manager of Railway in charge of Northeast to meet me in my residence, for they are not allowing to do the survey. What is the reason they are not allowing to do the survey, sir?
If I may know, sir, who's not allowing to do the survey, sir?
So this is the information I got it from the Railway Ministry through the official of the Railway Department, sir.
A survey has been conducted, sir. Survey has been conducted involving personals from the Railway Department, Central Government also, sir. Many meetings also has been held, and yes, there have been oppositions from NGOs, and there are few from the Rangba Ashnongs, and in fact from the landowners for the land acquisition. There have been cases, but then I'm not aware of the fact that there's any opposition from the central government that says that you should not go for surveys and all. So,
Honorable Speaker, sir, I'd like to just request to the government, since this is the information I have received, and also talked to me personally from the Union Minister Railway regarding the survey work. Since the General Manager looking for Northeast Railway Department, he had informed me personally that they are not allowing for doing the survey. For this, I would like to inform to the information of the House, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sir, with your permission, sir.
Yes, Chief.
Sir, this is of course a very important subject, sir. And we know that this issue has been lying pending in one way for a very long time. And this proposal for Bernihat to Titilia to Bernihat line is something that the work, of course, from the Assam side has progressed extensively. And we know that in the past there have been incidents when the exercise to actually implement and move forward with the line in the MLA side had started. Some incidents took place, sir. Hence, I just want to inform the House that multiple levels of discussion have taken place with different organizations, NGOs, and also with Government of India. And I'll just like to throw some light on that. So the first point is that a long time back, maybe about, I don't exactly remember the dates, but 2 to 3 years back, these discussions were started, and we engaged with some of the organizations and expressed that the connection up to Bernihat, at least in terms of goods train, is something that will benefit the state. And we all know that that was something that would have made a huge difference even during the COVID time, where we would not have to have large number of trucks coming in to our state, and the trucks and the truck drivers going up and down, which increased the risk of the spread of the virus at that point in time. So therefore, a goods train is something that there is a form of agreement that it is important, and I think even the Honorable Member has mentioned it. And so that engagement started in that line, but there is a lot of opposition to passenger train that is coming in. And there were some discussions that we should have some mechanism to check the movement of people at the station itself. After that, we had made the appeal. That time, Mr. Piyush Goyal, the Honorable Minister Railway, was the Honorable Minister. And I appealed him to set up a checking point in the Mindipatra railway station. And it is after that that there was a checkpoint constructed, and it's already been inaugurated outside the Mindipatra railway station to build up the confidence among the people that this kind of checking for individuals will happen. And that, as I said, checking has been introduced. But in spite of that, and then COVID came in, the process could not move forward because we had other issues like CAA and other MRSSA and ILP issues came up, and that again diverted the entire talks. So just to inform everybody, the survey part which Honorable Member from Penthor Mokra constituency has mentioned, that he's indicating to the fact that the GM has mentioned that they wanted to do the survey, but at the local level, they were not being allowed to do it. There was some resistance to it. And that is there, sir, and we are all aware about it. It is happening. Then there was also a situation where certain meetings took place with the Honorable ministers from Government of India, officials from Government of India, even from the PMO, that why the movement of the railway line connection has not started in Meghalaya. So there is a huge and tremendous pressure, of course, on Government of Meghalaya to go ahead with this line. But we have been very clear. I had a meeting with the Honorable Minister from Railways, Mr. Ashwini, about 6 months or 4 months back. I had gone to meet him, and I had discussed with him regarding some other matters related to IT and communication, as he is also the IT minister. And there I had mentioned to him about the complication of the railway. And I want to inform the House that when I mentioned this to him, he specifically told me that we will go ahead only when the state government and the public are with us. So you please engage, you please discuss, and you please ensure that everybody is brought on board. This is being done for the development of the state and for nothing else, and it will only benefit the people. So I also want to just add to what the Honorable Minister has already mentioned to the question that was raised by the Honorable Member from Nongpoh, that will the government go ahead, he asked. So that the government desires to go ahead. The Government of India as well as state government would like to see that we have this railway line because it will benefit economically the people of the state. But we also understand that there are concerns by stakeholders, by local people, by NGOs. And I have been very clear from day one, and I've informed the Government of India, Honorable Railway Minister, that we will only proceed forward after we engage and discuss with stakeholders, as it is being done for the people, and if people are feeling that it's not required, then we will see problems coming in the future. Hence, we must take people on board, we must discuss, we must consult, and only then we move forward. So I want to make sure, because I heard the Honorable Member saying that the government will go ahead. He stopped at that full stop. Well, he didn't complete the full sentence. So I wanted to complete that sentence from him, where the member said that we will go ahead, and we would like to go ahead, but obviously it will be only done after we engage and take people on board, sir.
Yes, Bamir on board.
So before coming to the third question, I would like to...
Was that the last question, I think?
No,
last
sir.
supplementary.
This is the third one. I would like to get a clarification that on the reply of start question 110B, sir, it has to be yes, sir. It has to be yes, because survey has been done. Because I'm asking about survey and the SIA report, the answer is no, so that has to be corrected. So with regard to the line from Tetelia to Bernihan, which is around 2.5 kilometers, where the compensation also has been paid to the tune of more than 17 crore. I would like to know from the Honorable Minister, because in the response is no, sir, about the NOC from Khas Hill Autonomous District Council, whether those particular area of 2.5 kilometers from Tetelia to Bernihan, where the compensation also has been paid, whether required NOC has been there from the KHADC or the local Dorbar, any institution, especially now we have seen with the Land Act in place. That is very important. We would like to know, sir.
So this was done a long time back when NOC was not required from KHADC, sir. So this was back in 19 something. I do have the information to me, sir, but then it was done way back when NOC was not required from the KHADC. So the land compensation was paid, sir. Yeah.
We know. Land compensation was paid, we know. I'm talking about NOC.
It was not needed, so okay. There are no NOCs from KHADC, sir, at that time.
Sir, keeping in mind the response given by the Honorable Chief Minister. We understand this is a sensitive issue. So we would like to know that if the stakeholders are opposing, be it the KHDC or the HIMA, the Dorbar Synrai or the NGO, we'd like to know that those who are opposing the railway line, the pretext is that the uncontrolled influx of immigrants will come to the state. Why the government did not consider immediately the implementation of the laws and regulations for checking influx of immigration, like the MRSSA Amendment Bill 2020 and the ILP. Sir, would like to.
Sir, that's precisely why the amendment bill of MRSSA was put up. So saying that the government did not act on it will be incorrect. Precisely what the honorable member has mentioned is precisely what was done. Number one, we passed the MRSSA and it was sent to the governor. Number two, we moved for a resolution in the House to pass the demand for ILP being implemented in the state of Meghalaya. So absolutely correct, sir. We needed to make steps to build up the confidence, and that is precisely what we have done. But of course, these are matters which require multiple levels of clearances and different bills and different implementation of rules and acts are at different stages. But from the state government side, and even from this house, I should say, sir, we have taken steps, and I think all the honorable members know about it, sir.
Last question. So thank you so much for that reply, and we will hope that the state government will take everybody on board, as has been stated in the floor of the House, KHDC, the NGO, the Dorbar Synrai, the HIMA, and all. Thank you for that. My last question is that, is it true that the Northeast Frontier Railway is contemplating of closing the project due to unavailability of land? Is that true, sir?
No, sir.
Thank you.